How's it going, guys? It's a beautiful day here in Arizona, about 100 degrees. I'm loving it. Not really. It's Labor Day. Just wanted to say hey, tell you to vape on. Vaping on my SX Class Mini, M Class Mini, with the Arctic on top as usual, with the temperature controls in it. Wow, I can't talk today. Just driving to work, thought I'd say hello, happy Labor Day. I work today, so that's awesome. I just wanted to mention a few things, that are important right now. Of course, you got the craziness going on in California. If you do live in California, make sure you support that. I'm going to put a link in the post below for Not Blowing Smoke. It's a great organization, as well as the Vaping Militia, which has done a lot of really good stuff, not just in California, but all over the United States. But, just some things. I'm not quite sure about the nickel coils just yet. I'm using them because they're amazing in the Arctic itself. Great flavor. But as far as the health things go, Grim Green mentioned recently in his last vlog, I believe, about possibly not having the best health effects. So we'll see how that goes, how it plays out here. I'm dumb. I'm going to keep using the nickel. I won't use titanium. I won't use the stainless steel coils. I don't trust those. Nickel's kind of a, how would you put that? It's kind of a calculated risk. And I'm not quite sure about it just yet. Something else I wanted to mention is I've been seeing a lot of support in the community over the last month or two about getting rid of these labels that are marketing to children. I know they're not, but they seem to be. Cartoons on them and such. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. Keep putting pressure on those vendors that have those kinds of labels. Tons of vendors have already switched over, gotten rid of the cartoony labels, what's that called? The copyright infringement, all of that. Grim Green had mentioned some Taiwanese stuff, I think it was, possibly. Maybe not Taiwan, Malaysia, something like that, where they had pretty much copyright infringed on a lot of places like Sprite, things like that. Just keep putting pressure on these vendors. We just need to make sure that we put as much pressure as we can on them to change these labels. It's really not that hard. Take out the things that are causing issues. We want to keep vaping. We want to keep doing things that are good for the community. And, I love it. I love vaping. It saved my life. I've been vaping almost 3 years now. It's been about 3 years now. So, I love it. It's my hobby. It's fun. I love it. I've been getting into Clapton coils. That's fun. I've been having a really good time with that. I just saw on one of the Instagrams that I follow, I think it was Homeboy or M Turk, one of the two, talking about the swivel, and I've had that idea for a while. I just haven't gone to Home Depot to see if I can find a swivel to help make those Claptons real easy, which is cool. I'm going to try that out this weekend. Let me have a vape real quick. God, I fucking love this juice. This is my all day. It's called Bacco Brulee, and it's a creme brulee, which is a custard, with an undertone of tobacco. And I'm not a huge tobacco fan. I don't like tobaccos inherently, but it is amazing. It really is. It's my favorite. It's what's in my tank all day, every day. I'm buying this stuff in the largest quantity I can because I am going through it. And this Arctic eats juice. Maybe not as bad as some of the new tanks, but it does eat juice. Speaking of eating juice, I've been trying out RTAs, and this is kind of new for me. I've always stayed away from the Jenny Styles. I wasn't a fan of the Jenny Styles at all whatsoever. Loved my drippers. I've been using my Derringer a lot, but it likes to pee, as my good friend Steve says. It likes to pee all over your mods. You take the cap off, you put it back on, it will have peed juice all over your mod. So I stopped using that for a while. Pretty much been exclusively using the Arctic here. Unfortunately, they haven't updated their heads, which I've been waiting for. But I've been getting into the RTAs. I have a Billo V2. and I have a Goliath V2, and I've been playing with them, and I haven't quite gotten them right just yet. I love them. I like the Goliath way better so far. It just seems better built, whereas the Billow V2 seems a little bit more of a not a junk addy, but just something that I can throw around, beat up, and not have to worry about it, whereas my Goliath's a little nicer to me. Seems like it's a little bit better built. But I'm really loving them. I just haven't quite got the hang of it yet. I've been wicking them different ways, trying to tuck the wick, maybe stuff the wick in that juice channel, kind of lay it on top of the juice channel just lightly. Been trying a lot of different things, and I haven't really gotten the trick of it yet. You know, I love building rippers and things. I have no issues with that. But the RTAs have definitely been a challenge, and I've tried different coils now. I even threw a Clapton coil in my Goliath V2 just to see what how that would work. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but that was my Clapton coil building skills, not so much the coil. I took just a single strand just to try it out because I was ending up with gigantic coils when I was making the Claptons. I took a single strand of 26 or 28 gauge Canthal, and I wrapped it with 40 gauge Canthal. This stuff is super thin. Absolutely super duper thin, like super thin. So it's difficult to keep it in a straight line and keep it really wound around it. It kind of comes loose if you let it have a little bit of slack. But I've been having fun. I've been having fun with it. And you know what? I just got to work here, so I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to kind of ramble on a little bit. Thanks so much for following me. Thanks so much for all your likes, shares, all of that. Make sure you check out vapeuniversity.org. There's some good info on there. Share it to your friends, especially people that want to quit smoking and switch to vaping specifically. But even if they just want to quit, I have a really good method on there just to quit smoking. That being said, also check out my YouTube, Vape University. Check me out there. I do have an Instagram, but I'm not really too active on it. I really need to get on that. I know Instagram's really big. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Vape on. Let me have a toot, and we'll get going. Been listening to too much Grim Green.